So guys, what do you think of it? Now, let's in the real world, okay. In the real world, I would love to have gotten gloss black with chrome accents, or white, gloss white with chrome accents. But as I said, this came up, wonderful price. I couldn't resist it. Couldn't resist it. So it is what it is. Now, so I'm going to do a few little changes. I'm going to get a rear rack. I'm not getting the rear box because I think they look ridiculous. They're way too ugly on the back of these. I will get a rear rack with something that herself can lie against and not feel like she's going to fall off the bike. These have to go. These are just stick-on stripes. I don't like them at all. They remind me of a workman's jacket, a forest worker's jacket. They're not my taste at all. So they will go. Same with the front mud guard. And I will take this part off. You can take this off. Take those out. They'll be getting sprayed black. And of course, tinted screen. Tinted fly screen. Again, all this stuff next year. This leaves me bust this year. But what a bust to be. It's a very happy bust. Isn't this little lake lovely? Very tiny little lake, isn't that lovely? Beautiful. The water's so calm. Nobody fishing today. Coming to the end of the bike season. September, October, November maybe you get away with. And after that, I reckon it'll probably be too cold, too snowy. I'm not worried about the cold. Snow and ice is the only thing that would stop me. Cold? Nah. I worked as a courier for years in Ireland. All through the winters, no problem. Wrap yourself up. Cold is no problem. But it's not a lovely machine. Eh? So, one happy guy here. So the content of the channel now, for the foreseeable future, will be, you flick you around. So the content of the channel for the foreseeable future will be this lovely machine here and Enfield Himalayan. Will I miss the Suzuki? No, we won't miss the Suzuki. It wasn't for me at my stage in life, and I didn't need the power. So, is this me? Absolutely. I could have, as I said, waited and eventually maybe found a P200E or a PX125. But as I told you before, this damaged finger doesn't bend. This one and this one half bends. So it's hard enough clutching the Himalayan with the two fingers. Okay, with that'll go there. So it's hard enough clutching. But if you're clutching and gearing a scooter as well, you've 4 gears. I don't know how that would work out. It's possible. I mean, I'm strong enough, but I might get weirdy. And I'm not a skinny guy. I'm not Mr. Skinny, as you well know. I like my chips. I like my French fries. So 300cc, 4-cylinder, perfect. Bit of touring. There's no one around this part of Latvia that I know of. I have seen 4 scooters here in 7 years. Now, we're not talking mopeds. All the young lads fly around on their little moped. Scooters. I've seen 4. One other Vespa, a small one. I don't know what it was. Probably a 50cc, a little small, I don't know, LX, something, an auto anyway. And the only other one I saw was 2 gts300s, which are actually German tourists that were passing through, and they stopped. Let's focus on that. Passed through and they stopped. And I went and said hello to them, took a few photographs. I'll put the photographs of the scooters on this post. And that's it. I've never seen any others. you know. Never seen any others. So, I don't know if any of you used to watch a program called Little Britain, a comedy program. There's a fella there who was the only gay in the village, in the Welsh village. So I think I'll be the only scooters in not just a village in Latgal. And scooters here, they don't have the scene. They don't have the scene that they would have in England and Ireland. They don't have that culture, the mods and rockers and all that history, which I kind of fell into. I missed out. I was born in 65, so I missed out on the 60s. But I got there eventually, you know. I do remember as a very young lad, I always loved The Who. And I first started getting into the music then. So I'm into scooters, but I'm also into the scooter scene. And this will get me going again. There's a scooter club in Riga. The Vespa Club Latvia. Vespa Club Latvia. It's a club in Riga. I don't know how many members. I think not many. Very quiet club. So big difference to Ireland, where there's so many clubs. There's so many clubs around me, and each club maybe had 10, 20 people, active members. So big scene in Ireland, huge scene in England. But I'll post up my YouTube stuff, and hopefully you'll come along with me, and I'll show you some of Latvia on a GTS300. Show you some of the Baltics, and I'll go to some of the bike events on my scooter. Why not? Let's be different. You know, have I driven an automatic scooter before? Well, I used to say no, I've never drove, but then I realised, hold on a minute, I had a Galera Foco 500, which is the twin front wheel automatic 500cc scooter. Fantastic, great touring vehicle. But they seem to have a lot of problems with the front geometry, electrical problems, and the suspension's not working and not tilting properly, and the tilt mechanism faulty. So I stayed away from them after that. And this is for me. This is amazing. I didn't think I'd be able to get one of those so soon. So the guy who bought the Suzuki was very happy, and off he went, and I was happy for him, and we were both pleased with the outcome of the deal. So yeah, so that's it, folks. That's the addition to the channel, and what a wonderful addition it is. So you'll be seeing lots of this machine. You'll be seeing lots of this machine in the next couple of months, and then of course the winter will come, and then you'll have to put up with Harry doing lots of waffling, talking about rubbish, which I do a lot of. What do you know? I'll do a proper review on it after I tried for a while. Today's my first day out and about, so you're joining me, and so far I'm very impressed. So I'll pause this, I'll put the camera on, and I'll ride home through the town again, and let's see if I get anything interesting to film. Do you know what? Maybe I'll stop at the pizza place and get a bottle of orange and relax. Let's head back to Balby. Okay. So this has a working clock. I've never set the clock on the Himalayan since the day I bought it. I've never set the clock, I've never set the tripometer. I've never used the tripper, so I'll probably try and learn how to use some of the stuff on this. There's computer stuff on this. I'm actually glad this is the Super Tech. The next one is the hold on, what one is the Super Tech? This is the Super Sport. The next one up is the Super Tech. I'm absolutely glad it wasn't the Super Tech. The Super Tech is the top of the line, but it's too much electronics for me. It's a completely electronic dash. I think it has a sat nav and all this unnecessary stuff. And with me being a dinosaur, I'm not into all that. So of course, if it was a Super Tech at the price I got this for, yes, of course I would. I'd bite the hand off the seller. But this is the Super Sport, and I like this dash. I prefer this type of dash. I think it's much more classic looking than a completely like a screen, like a touchscreen type of dash. I know they're not touchscreen, but it has that LED dash, which I think is more like a PlayStation than a machine. This is lovely to ride, absolutely lovely. Now, my usual speed on roads like this is about 80, so I'm doing 70 at the moment. So if I bring that up to 80, now that's 80, that's probably 75 in real money. 80 on the speedometer. So it's lovely, very smooth, very smooth. Mirrors are perfect. I can absolutely see behind me, no problem. So there's good mirrors. Don't need to change them. I think a fly screen here about this height would be a nice addition. So that's something I must look into getting. Okay, we're into the town. I gave that guy a little nod. I don't know if he noticed. I don't know if he noticed. But the bike waving thing, you get it from the bikers. The scooter guys in the town, maybe they'll wave to their friends, but as I said, they don't get the scooter scene here as we do in England and Ireland. It's a completely different scene. Completely different. In the town now, such a so smooth and quiet, probably too quiet. I don't like quiet bikes. Yes, there'll be an exhaust going on it next year if I can afford it, so that'll definitely be on the list. Something a bit more loud. Of course, Ina loves the quiet exhaust. That's the first thing she said. Oh, it's so lovely and quiet. I said to her, don't worry, I'll fix that pretty soon. So straight away she said, oh no, you're going to ruin it. I said, not at all. I'm going to make it sound better. Women don't understand it. Well, no, that's wrong to say. We have a lot of scooterous ladies and they completely understand those things. So I couldn't say that. I could say non-scooters don't understand those things. And some scooters hate loud exhaust pipes, but I like Loud exhaust pipes. Oh, good stuff. There's nobody in the pizza place. What do you do on an Italian scooter? You go to a pizza place, of course you do.